So my camera died when I first started filming, and I failed to film an intro to this video. It's now nearing the end of the day, but I just want to say welcome to my vlog. It's going to be me editing a short story pretty much the whole day, which is probably not that visually interesting, but we'll see how we go. Today I'm going to be editing short stories, and I'm doing it outside because it's beautiful. So yeah, let's go and get into it. I was looking at myself instead of the camera, so let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is reading through the feedback that I got from my friends, my other writer friends who have read my stories. So reading through that first story and my friend's notes, I realised that it actually is going to require a much bigger revision than I initially thought. I had edited it a few times when I first wrote it, but now it's had a chance to sit. I haven't looked at it in probably 2 months or more, and yeah, I'm picking up on a lot triggered by his notes, which is why you get feedback, and a lot on my own that I'd like to work on. I think it needs a lot more detail, a lot more context and world building, because it is set in an alternate world, which can be hard in a short story, but that's what I like to write mostly. So because it's going to need a bigger revision, I'm actually going to print it off, because when I'm getting into a story and kind of pulling it apart and creating new scenes or adding a lot of stuff, changing a lot of stuff, I find it really hard to do that on the computer. I like to be able to see it all, lay it all out, like play with it, I don't know, touch it. It's weird. It's a thing. I just find it really hard to do on the computer. If it was all grammatical errors, I probably just would have accepted track changes on most of his changes. But it's not. It's a lot bigger, so I'm going to print that out, which is why I'm back in my study. Also, it's crazy hot out there. Considering it's winter, that is also crazy. Okay. So I've opened up my other friend's notes on the same story now, and I'm going to work through both of them with the hard copy version. I've also written down the main thing to focus on in this one, which is concrete detail, something I remember learning at uni that was very important, and it really brought my stories to life, but I think recently I've been letting it slide or forgetting how to get it in. I think I've just been rushing maybe through stories. So concrete detail, put it in your fiction. Ooh, now it's blurry. Make it concrete, not blurry. Okay. So I am going to go back outside. I think I'll just sit somewhere a little less bright. But yeah, the house is pretty cold, so I think outside is better. So I've finished the first round of edits with the first lot of feedback. It's now 12:30, so I'm going to go through the next round of feedback, and then I'm going to go through it again myself, just looking for places where I can add detail, flesh things out, that sort of thing. I clearly have forgotten how long it does take to revise a story, and this doesn't even include typing up the changes, so I don't think I'm going to achieve editing all 4 stories today. That's okay. I also have remembered how much I enjoy this process. There's something really exhilarating about making a story better. Yeah, that's the point of view I try and take, rather than taking feedback personally or getting down about it not being perfect straight away. I like to really think of it as an opportunity to make it better, and learn in the process as well, become a better writer. That's what I'll be doing now. This probably don't want to watch me write on pieces of paper much more, so I don't think I'll film it. I don't know what else I'll film. We'll see if I do anything else today that's interesting. Okay. So it's nearing the end of the day now. I'm talking quietly. It's because my partner came home sick and is napping, so I don't want to disturb him. I've finished going through all the feedback with my story now, and I've added some more detail of my own as well. So now I'm going to type up the edits. So I didn't actually type up the edits. I started drawing and listening to an interview on YouTube. The mess I made. I'm gonna walk the dog now, and I'll probably type up the edits tomorrow. But I thought I would just say goodbye, and I'm gonna take you for the walk. But thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know, and I can make more of these, or talk more about the editing process and writing process, whatever you prefer. Thanks. Bye.